Hey Legacy Builders.
Welcome back to Mind Your Money. I hope this angle is okay for you. What I'm doing today in this video is setting up my December budget calendar for December 2024. And I do have my annual budget workbook, right? This is the one I've been using all 2024. I've been actually using it, but it's finished after November. So I don't have any more pages in that book. And I do have my 12-month simple budget planner for mindful financial planning. This one is 12 months, right? But I'm starting it in January. So I'm not going to start this early because I want to be able to use it all of 2025 and see how much money I can save and invest in all of that. So what I did was I went to the library and I printed out the first month of pages that I created in my 12-month simple budget planner, and I'm going to use that. And creating a budget calendar is the first step in using that book. So there's going to be a step-by-step budget calendar set up in this video, and then hopefully I'll show the other steps and the other parts in future videos in December. So this is what I'm going to be using to track and manage my money and my budget in 2024 December. Okay, so I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see everything. I already started. My budget calendar is a Sunday to Saturday, right? Sunday start. But again, if you did download this or if you purchased the book, thank you so much, girl. You can always use stickers or correction tape or whatever to start your budget calendar on whatever day of the week feels best for you. For me, it's a Sunday to Saturday. So I used some highlighters. I got this Illumina Flex dual tip highlighter, and I just used this color because I think it's pretty. And then I also have this Monami Live Color. This is in the color Chocolate Milk. This another dual tip highlighter, so it has the chisel end, and then there's also this fine point end. I like this, so I use that color on my calendar so I could write in paydays, so I could write in special events, and so I could write in the bills that I have for the month. That's where I started. A few years ago, I used to use lots of stickers, and I would love to. It's just not in the budget to buy all those stickers right now. So I'm going to use some simple stickers I got from Cloth and Paper. Most of them are transparent. I do have some payday stickers that I think these came from Hina, I think from a Pink Cloth Life. I purchased those from her a long time ago. I think these are hers. If they're not hers, then they might be Megan from Her Courage to Plan. Either one, I like them both. But I still have a few stickers in my stash that I'll be using. The first thing that I would suggest doing when you get your undated calendar is to check your Google Calendar or whatever you use and write in the dates, which I did. I just used a regular black pen. This is a Pilot G6 0.5 inch nib, and I wrote in my dates. And I am going to be just budgeting from the 1st through the 28th. All right, because I budget from Sunday to Saturday. So this last week of December is just going to fall into my January budget period, because this week starts in December but ends in January. So that's going to be part of my January budget. But I am going to write in all of the extra dates. I think what we're going to do first, because I want to look at the calendar at a whole so I can pre-plan even for January. This will be the 1st of January, the 2nd of January, the 3rd of January, and the 4th of January. And I just highlighted in a different color so I know that it's falling into a different budget period, a different month. So the first thing I need to do, I'm going to start from the 1st. We have 2 bills normally due on this day, and one is Geico. And I'm budgeting Geico at $500. That's more than what it costs, but I figure if I increase my budget more for my bills, then I can make sure we can actually pay them. Just a strategy I've been using for a few years that has worked for me. And then of course we have our rent, but we are calling it mortgage for the sake of prepping for a mortgage, which is $1,900. That's how much we're putting aside. That's not the cost of our rent. We're putting extra because we're prepping for a mortgage. So if you see that and you hear me say rent sometimes and mortgage, that's the only reason why. I'm trying to get myself mortgage focused, okay? So Those are the first two bills that I have highlighted in that color, chocolate milk color. And then nothing else until the 6th. And on the 6th, we have our electricity bill, which I budgeted at $49 because that's what it was in November. And I'm hoping we can keep it there or make it a little bit lower as we go into the new year or the new month. All right, and then on the 12th, the 12th is life insurance, I think, or is it Spectrum? I have a bill tracker that I'm going to be included as a freebie this month, so stay tuned and I'll show you that. Right now I don't want to spoil it because it's not ready for that. It's not time for that to come out yet. But the 12th, I think it's Spectrum or it might be life insurance. Either way, there's a bill due on the 12th. And this one might be life insurance, and then on the 13th, I think it's Spectrum, or I might have this backwards, but it's okay. And for Spectrum, we're going to budget 90. I think it's less than 90, but I just want to make sure we can pay for it. But that's what I do there. And then before I move on to the blue highlighted sections, we're going to go to the 15th. On the 15th, we have a charitable donation that comes out on our credit card. That's $25. On the 16th is my credit card number 1. That's when that's due. And I don't know the exact amount. I think the minimum was $306, but it might be different because, again, I pay our credit cards every single week. And so we always exceed the minimum. And I'm not sure what it will be by this date yet because it hasn't come out yet. But I'll just leave credit card number 1. It is due on the 16th. On the 18th, is Metro PCS. This is for our cell phone, and that's $93. It's been that way for the last couple of years. On the 19th is another life insurance policy for my husband, and that one is $36 rounded up. And then on the 25th is National Grid. It's normally due on this day, I believe, but we still have a credit, so there's nothing due. So I'm just going to write 0. But just in case something comes up, I know when this bill is due because I'll probably have to start budgeting it out mid-year this year. We'll see. Now, for all the blue highlighted sections, we're going to write in the pay dates because my husband gets paid every Friday. And fortunately, the banks are now paying us a day or 2 days early, but I like to keep Friday because you never know if they stop doing that. So these are the paydays. Now, oh, I forgot a very important event, my husband's birthday. I can't forget my hubby's birthday. So I'm going to highlight that date, and I'll come back after that dries a little to write it in. So Christmas Eve is on the 24th, of course. It's always on the 24th. And Christmas Day is the 25th. So I want to highlight those special days. We know there's going to be no school during this entire week. So that just having these highlighted triggers a memory or a reminder in my mind. Okay, we might need to buy more groceries. The children are going to be home. We want to make sure we have a nice Christmas dinner. So let's go shopping like the week before or 2 weeks before, whatever we can to stock up on some of the menu items that we need. The 31st is New Year's Eve. So I'm just going to write NYE. And then we have New Year's Day on the 1st. And then that's everything. And then at the bottom, I have a to-do goals and affirmations section. You can write notes here, whatever it is you like to do. And one of my favorites for the last couple of months has been Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. So I'm going to write that in here, and then I'm going to write a couple of to-dos or reminders in my box. Okay, so there is my scripture, and then I usually like to list 3 things that I want to focus on for the month, and I didn't think about this in, like I didn't sit and meditate very long, but I definitely want to be charitable, which means even though I do think our budget is going to be tight in the sense that we have plenty of savings to do ahead of the new year. We want to pay down debt as much as possible. We still want to be charitable, which is why I listed our charitable donation here as a bill, as if it's a bill. And it's Christmas time, so there are some things I would like to do to show my appreciation to people, to this community, to people in my life, in my family, and that's why I wrote be charitable. The second thing that I really want to focus on is getting ahead of our bills. So get ahead of one bill would be my goal, and I'm not sure which bill that will be yet. It could be as low as, you know, our charitable donation. Can we put an extra 25 into next month's bills to be ahead for January? That would be great. And that small step brings us to back to my scripture. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. So if we can get ahead of at least one bill in the month, that would be great. For number 3, I think, oh, well, my husband's birthday is in the month of December. So even though he told me not to make a big fuss about it, I'm going to celebrate hubby's birthday. Okay, because it's his birthday. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put hubby, and that's his birthday. There we go. So that's it. That's how you set up your calendar. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see everything. My desk is a bit of a mess, but I didn't use a lot of these. I did say I wanted to use this, and I think I will have a payday in December for YouTube. So I'll go ahead, and usually they pay out the 21st, so I'll put it on the 21st. So let's see. Okay, it's a little red, festive for Christmas. I like colors. I think colors are beautiful, but I'm not a big fan of like a whole bunch of colors and all the big stickers. Maybe just a couple to give a little accent, to give something a little different. But for now, this is my December budget calendar, and what I think everyone should focus on the most is making sure that you have your bills listed, okay? You should have your bills listed on your calendar. You should definitely also focus on having events that are special to you so that you know, okay, this event is on the 24th or the 25th or Kwanzaa, whenever Kwanzaa starts. I want to make sure that I have my I have money available to give gifts or to spend in that month. This is just adding a little accent. It's not anything fancy. I just wanted to try something a little different. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found something valuable in it. If you stay tuned, and I hope you do, there will be a very special surprise that I would like to share with you in the month of December. And thank you so much for being here. Remember to click like, comment down below, and subscribe with the bell notification on, and I will talk to you in the next one. Remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.